Yeah, you walked me, by the way, right to my second topic here, Ryan Dempster, and that is the San Diego Padres. And this is from my dear friend from NFL Network, Daniel Jeremiah, Padres season ticket holder who lives and dies with them nightly. Should we buy the Padres here? Are you buying their 7-0?
Yeah, I'm buying them as a team that's going to, probably, to challenge when you don't have a Yu Darvish in your rotation, that hurts a little bit, but they're 7-0 right now. They're going to challenge the Dodgers throughout the year. When they play them, it's going to be intense. It's going to be fun. Their lineup is deep as well. They score runs, but they pitch very, very well. I think the rotation is one of the better rotations in baseball. And I think that if they get into a situation again with a short series against the Dodgers, you never know. I mean, they almost did it last year. Almost. We can call it, I get it. Mm-hmm. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. But, it's really one of those things where they're really close. And so it comes down to who's better in the postseason. I think that Fernando Tatis Jr. could turn a corner and get into that MVP category again versus, I think the potential has been there. I think Jackson Merrill is a stud. Obviously, you see why they locked him up. So, yeah, the Padres are for real. I think they're right there with them.
Conversely, we have the Braves, who, Rafael Devers got hit for the Red Sox yesterday. Actually got 2. Everyone's happy. But the Braves still have not won a game. They're on the short end of that Ohtani walk-off. At what point, and I know we're not talking about the Orioles here, and they're 0-21. I don't think we'd get to that. But at what point should you be legitimately concerned that you can't dig out of a hole, even if it's only April?
Yeah, real soon, because I saw the stat today. Somebody posted something about, a team that's 0-7 has never made the playoffs.
Right.
Well, things have changed, right? There's more playoff teams. There's teams that come back. That's changed a little bit in the totality of the history of the sport. But that being said, you're in a tough division, man. Like, the Phillies are good. The Mets are good. The Nationals are better. I'm not saying the Nationals are going to win their division, but they're a better team when you play them within your division now. And you go down the National League, I think two, if not, well, 2 for sure, but I think even 3 teams, I think the Diamondbacks might make the playoffs. So you got 3 teams in the West that are going to make the playoffs. I just think it's got to happen fast. And it's interesting. And then you have injuries. Ronald Acuna Jr. is out until May. Spencer Strider hopefully will be back for them. But the issue isn't necessarily the pitching. The issue right now is their offense. And it's been a struggle for them. You up and down the lineup, they just have not been able to score runs. You had guys that went through injuries last year, and you go, okay, they were injured last year. They'll produce when healthy, and now they're healthy and they're not producing. And it's only a week into the season, and we have to slow down a little bit on that. But you got to get it going here pretty quick and figure out a way to put some wins on the board, because otherwise those other teams ahead of you just start to run away. And then all year long, you're climbing and you're climbing and you're climbing with question marks. You're climbing with question marks of Jerks and Profar, who's now out for 80 games with a PED suspension. Your guys coming back from injury. Will they be healthy when they come back? So there's a lot of question marks. It's not like everything's fine. We're healthy. Everybody's good. We didn't get anybody suspended, but we're just not playing really well right now. We'll turn it around. There's a lot of question marks on that roster, I think, and they got to figure that out.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.